That's your soul saying, oh.
Hello guys, thank you for joining me today for this beautiful weekly twin flame reading. It's going to be for the week of the 29th of November to December the 5th, 2021. So we're heading into a new month, December, which is very exciting. So I'm very interested to see what cards come out for this week. I hope you're well and you're staying focused, believing and trusting what you already know. I'm going to be starting with the Divine Masculines to see what they're going to be experiencing this week, what energies they're going to be in, and I will get some communication from the Divine Masculines, and then I'll be getting a card for you Divine Feminines as well. So to start the reading, I'm going to be using the Power of Love to see what's going on with the Divine Masculines. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey, supporting my journey and supporting my channel. I'm so very grateful, and thank you to all of you for all the beautiful comments that you leave, to share your love with me, to share with me how you've been feeling and what's been going on in your journey, and if my readings resonate. It means so much to me, and I love each one of you so very much. So what do we need to know during this week of the 29th of November to the 5th of December 2021? What's going on with the Divine Masculines? If any of you guys would like a clearer message for your beautiful, unique twin flame journey, you'd like a private reading, just email me. It's in the description box down below and I can book you in. And I do use the labels Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, because that's how I channel. Please don't be offended, just put into your situation how it resonates with you. I do realise it's just energy. So what is it we need to know about the Divine Masculines during this week? Nice clear message, please. What do we need to know about the Divine Masculines? Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. There you go. The Divine Masculines are trusting. And at the bottom of the deck, friendliness. You're able to recognise traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So the Divine Masculines are going to be experiencing this friendliness. They're going to be feeling like, they want to come towards you with a friendly approach, maybe. And this is all because they are feeling more, they're being friends with themselves. They're making friends with themselves. They're making peace with themselves. And they really are missing this friendship as well. Being able to talk to you, to communicate with you. And because there's so much the Divine Masculines want to share and express with you. They really are missing you, and they're missing this friendliness. And a lot of you could be triggered by that and go, oh, I don't want just friendship, or, I don't want them just to be friendly. I just want them to come back. But there has to be a good, stable friendship between you and your Divine Masculine to be best friends, and they're missing this. They're missing being friendly with you. And like I said, the most important person they need to be friends with is themselves. So, they're trusting. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition, yeah. So they do have this trust. They're trusting their intuition. They're trusting themselves. And this is going to be very highlighted. This trust they're really going to be feeling this week. They're listening to their soul voice. And they're trusting their soul voice. So they're trusting themselves, trusting their intuition, and they're trusting in God, in the universe. They have this trust now. And by having this trust, it's changed everything for the Divine Masculines. They're feeling so much stronger about dealing with different things in their life, different situations, because of this trust. Because they're not being fooled by the ego, the fear. They're trusting their heart and soul. And they're trusting God, the universe, like I said, which is amazing. It means that they're having this such a beautiful relationship with themselves and in God. And they're trusting the process. They're trusting this journey. They're trusting the signs and synchronicities and everything that has been presented to them. They're trusting this guidance because they're trusting themselves, and they know that they are protected and they are safe. Because they trust in the universe, in God. So that's beautiful, isn't it? They're going to be trusting, and this is going to be really highlighted for the Divine Masculines, just really trusting this week. So I'm going to be using the Archangel Animal deck next. These are beautiful, these cards, to see what else is going to come out for the Divine Masculines. What else do we need to know this week? What the Divine Masculine is going to be experiencing this week? How are they going to be feeling? We know they're going to be trusting. They have this trust. They're trusting their soul voice. They're trusting their heart. They're trusting in God, the universe. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines during this week? Of the 29th of November to the 5th of December. Butterfly, which butterflies represent transformation. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it, guys? Such a beautiful card. And at the bottom of the deck is Raven. Prepare for change. Yeah. They are preparing for this change, for you to be able to see this change. In this time that you haven't been with a physical person, or you've had some kind of challenge, or, you know, silence, or whatever it is with your Divine Masculine, you know, this is all preparation. As I always say, you're not separated, you're in preparation. You're both preparing to come back together. And again, because you can see the raven here, but in the background you can see this beautiful eagle as well. We had that in my reading the other day. This beautiful eagle with the wings open, spreading the wings, opening up, opening the heart up to express this love. So you could be seeing eagles a lot at the moment. So when you are seeing eagles or birds or anything, it's just a signs, you know, from the universe, from God, that you are safe, that you are protected, and so much change is happening even if you can't see it. And your Divine Masculine is opening up and preparing for this change. There's so much that does go on behind the scenes that you don't know about. They are preparing for this change. And they're able to prepare for this change because they're trusting their soul voice, they're trusting their intuition, they're trusting in God, the universe, they're trusting the process. And you both have been going through this huge transformation, and this is about the Divine Masculine, again, the word ready, prepare, ready, getting ready for this big change. Getting ready, being prepared to show the world this huge transformation, how much that they have transformed because of this trust. They have dealt with so much, and they have been so deep within. They have all of the things that you have been through, what you've gone through, the Divine Masculines have done as well. It's just that it's hidden from you, and you may not know what's really going on with your Divine Masculine, and it seems like they're just getting on with their life and they're acting cold and they don't care. They just don't show you. They deal with things differently. You're going to be able to see this transformation. You're going to be able to see that your Divine Masculine has transformed because they're so wise, as it says. Be ready to transform with wisdom. They're so wise. They're so aware. They're so conscious. They're so in tune with their feelings, how they feel, how certain things make them feel. They have this beautiful relationship with themselves now. They're viewing themselves with truth. They're viewing their life and themselves so differently to how they've previously looked at their life and themselves. They've changed all that around in this transformation. And that's all because of what you've been doing in this time of preparation too. Whatever you do for yourself, when you focus on yourself and you start giving to yourself, understanding yourself, learning about yourself, your Divine Masculine does the same. So keep seeing beyond what's going on in the 3D. See beyond the illusions, rise above it. Don't fall for it. Keep trusting yourself, because the divine masculines are really trusting their soul voice, trusting their heart, they're trusting God. And they're getting ready to reveal, to show you that they've transformed, and they're going to be doing it with wisdom, with love. Wisdom is love. So next I'm going to be using the Lover's Oracle for the Divine Masculines to see what else is coming out, what we need to know. But this is a beautiful week, isn't it? I knew that it was going to be a powerful week because we're coming into a new month, and during this week we're, I think it's on December the 4th, we have the new moon. So things are always very intense, and so much change is, happens. We release, and we are preparing all the time by releasing for this new for these new beginnings, to end cycles, so new cycles can begin. So what is it? So what else do we need to know about the Divine Masculine's energy this week? How are they going to be feeling? What they're going to be experiencing? We know they're trusting their heart and their soul. They're trusting in God, and they're being prepared, and they're getting ready to reveal and to show you, to show the world how they've transformed by everything that they've learned in this preparation. And then they're going to be doing it with love, with this wisdom. They are so wise, so wise. So, and that's all because they're open to receive this now. And that's because you're opening your heart up to yourself. So let's see. I'm not very good with these cards, guys, but I'm doing my best. Let's see. It's beautiful. And what is the message? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah. So that's all of these cards align with each other. It tells its own story of what's going on with the Divine Masculines during this week. And at the bottom of the deck is, emotions are a natural, necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah, the Divine Masculines have had to let go of resentment, and they have changed their perception on themselves and on their life, viewing the world. They're just seeing things so differently. It is so clear. It isn't blurry anymore. This vision is so clear and it's so bright, all because of truth and honesty, and by trusting, letting go of control and trusting. And this card is so beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful, because if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, and they're listening to their heart and soul. They're not listening to their mind. They're not listening to the ego. They're listening to the heart and the soul. They know that that's the gateway forwards, and they're preparing, and they're ready. They're preparing and getting ready to move through this gateway, to share and reveal this transformation, and to share this wisdom of love that they have, to put love into everything in their life, to put love in every situation. They know that where the answers are. They know they have to go deep within, and it isn't in their head. They've asked themselves this question: if you could do anything, what would it be? What would it be? And they know that. They know exactly what they would do. They know exactly where they want to be. But the complications, the obstacles, the challenges have been in the way. The fear has been in the way because of perception, the way they were viewing those obstacles, challenges, and they're just illusions anyway. Because when you put love into the situation, that's just cleared. Everything's just clear. But this is what's held the Divine Masculines back. If somebody could have said to the Divine Masculines or yourself, and showed you, how things were going to be, and that it was all going to be wonderful, and everybody involved in the situation would be sorted, and there was going to be, everything that was it would be so all straightforward. They would anybody would do anything with just do it instantly. We always stop ourselves from doing what we really want to do because of fear, because we think that it's not possible, or it's not going to work because of this or that, because of perception again. And when you actually do what you really want, or be where you really want, where you'd love to be, everything unfolds and you're so supported and protected. God, but when you choose yourself, when you choose love and take steps to show that you're trusting, that everything is going to be okay, magical things happen. So many things happen where you just feel that support and you're like, oh my goodness, why didn't I do this before? Or why haven't I done, why did I, hold myself back for such a long time? So again, confirmation, they're listening to their heart and soul because of trust, and they're getting ready, they're preparing to share this change, to share this transformation that they've transformed with wisdom, like I said. So I'm going to get some communication now. Let's move those down. Very powerful, isn't it? I'm really interested to see what my December reading is going to be as well. There will be an extended for that, so I'm going to be doing that very soon. So you have to look out for that, guys. I'm going to be using the Divine Masculine 101 from beautiful Liz Harrison to see what the Divine Masculines would love to communicate to you this week, what they would love to share with you. What is it the Divine Masculines would love to share with you this week, to express with you from their true self, with this trust that they have, what they'd love to say to you. Whoops, let's see if I can get one. I'm so sorry that I did that to you. So they're sorry that they did that to you, whatever that is to you. You are my greatest teacher. You look good, happy, and my life works better with you in it. Yeah. They know that their life works better with you in it. And, whoops. At the bottom of the deck is, I'm scared of being me. So they are still experiencing some fear, where they're, because they're preparing, they're getting ready, because they are being themselves with themselves. They've taken the mask down to themselves, but they're really scared about sharing and showing the world, showing you. They're really scared of being themselves, because I don't know how you're going to react, or how anybody else is going to react, because it's so different, because they've been protecting themselves for such a long time. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I did that to you. So just put this into your situation and what it means to you. So it'll stand out to you straight away. You'll know what that is. I don't know everybody's situation, but they're sorry for that, that they've done that. They are so sorry for that. It could be the Divine Masculines, ignoring you, or, if you're experiencing silence, or they've said something, or many things, which is very negative, so I'm not going to speak about it, but because it's in the past now, so they're sorry for that. They're really sorry that they did that to you. And they wish that they could change it, but they know that they can't change it, because that's in the past, and there is no power in the past. And they will be showing you, that they have transformed, and that they are so much wiser now. And then, they're not going to do this again, whatever that is. You're the last person that they wanted to upset or hurt. But that's what happened then. And they're very sorry. That is what they want you to know. You are my greatest teacher. Yeah, they know that you're their greatest teacher. And your Divine Masculine is your greatest teacher. You learn so much from each other. You learn so much from each other, and sometimes it's very painful and very uncomfortable, because the love that you feel for each other is so powerful, so intense. It just hurts so much. You are your Divine Masculine's greatest teacher. You've taught them how to love themselves, because you've started having a relationship with yourself. because you've been so deep within, you've sorted things out within you and removed so much from your life. You're on fire. And the Divine Masculines, you know, can feel your power. They know how powerful you are. They admire you and they know you're inspirational. They look up to you, even though it doesn't feel like that in the 3D. And as I said, you have to rise above that. In your heart and your soul, you know how your Divine Masculine feels about you. So you are their greatest teacher and you look good, happy. So the Divine Masculines could be, you know, watching you. They could have seen you on social media or, you know, and they love to see you smile. They love to see you happy. It looks so good on you. They want you to be happy. It's so important to the Divine Masculines for you to be happy. And my life works better with you in it. Yeah, they know that their life works better with you in it. And they've asked themselves that question. When we go back to this card, they've asked themselves that, and they know they're honest about this now. They know it feels uncomfortable, it feels painful without being in touch with you. By living their life without you in it, it's too painful, and they know that it works better with you in it. They know that you can work so well together. Especially now you've both done your work, that you've cleared so much negativity, toxicity, fear. They want you to be in their life and they know it works better with you in it. They're admitting this now. They're not seeing you as a challenge or a problem anymore. Because again, they've changed their perception. The perception before was distorted and could have seen you as a problem because they was having to face their fear and having to change so much. And they didn't think it was possible, but now they are admitting and being honest that their life works better with you in it. Because they're trusting their feelings, they're allowing themselves to feel. They're not suppressing anything anymore. So I'm going to get a card for you, Divine Feminines, to see what you need to know. So I'm going to move these down. I'm going to use the power of love for you as well. What is it the Divine Feminines need to know this week to help them stay focused, to believe and trust in what they already know? What is the message this week and the guidance for the Divine Feminines to help them feel peaceful, to trust, to stay focused, to believe and trust in what they already know? What is the message for the Divine Feminines? Nice clear message. Whoops. Kindness. You are humanitarian, made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. So that's come out recently for the Divine Feminines as well. And at the bottom of the deck is joy. You delight in the love of life and bring spirit of fun to all that you do. You are a bundle of joy. You're full of joy when you allow yourself to feel joy, when you remove fear, when you are silencing the chatter and you're not listening to your ego, your mind. You are full of joy. So keep being kind to yourself. Have this kindness towards yourself. And by doing that, by being kind to yourself, speaking to yourself with kindness, with compassion, putting yourself first, adapting your life of how it works best for you, listening to your soul voice, what your soul, what your heart and soul wants, and actually listen to that. Be kind with yourself of the way you're communicating with yourself, what you're saying to yourself. Know how important you are, and by doing that, it's so powerful because it has such a positive effect on others. You can share so much more kindness, so much more love with others when you haven't drained yourself. and by not being unkind to yourself. It's not very nice, is it? If we were saying some of the things that we say to ourselves, and you know, to others, it would just be awful. We would never speak to others the way we speak to ourselves. So speak to yourself with kindness, and it's going to benefit the world, the planet, because you'll feel so much more powerful, so much more energized, because you're making decisions and you're just being kind to yourself and having compassion to yourself, and that will radiate out into the universe. You can give so much more back. So I really do hope that you have an amazing week for this November the 29th to the 5th of December 2021, and I'm excited to do the December reading, like I said, so you have to look out for that. And if any of you guys would like a clearer message for your beautiful, unique twin flame journey, just email me. It's in the description box down below, and I can book you in. And I'm sending you so much love, my support, my strength and light, and I love you all so very much. See ya.
Oh, what's your soul